All right, the first thing in 13.2, they're going to start talking about angles. And there's a couple things that you need to know about angles in what's called standard position. Okay, when an angle is written in standard position, what that means is it's going to have an initial side. The initial side of an angle in standard position is always going to be the positive x-axis. Okay, so this is the initial side of an angle. And it's always the positive x-axis in a coordinate plane. So again, the blue represents a coordinate plane. If I ask you to label an angle of 120 degrees, okay, when you write an angle in standard position, you're always going to begin with the positive x-axis as your initial side, and you're going to rotate in a counterclockwise direction. Okay, so the angle of 120 degrees is going to extend in this direction past 90 degrees, an additional 30 degrees, and that gives you a total of 120 degrees. Okay, so this is called the terminal side. The terminal side is just the ending side in an angle. Okay, so you have an initial side and a terminal side. Okay, now, you guys have been working with, or you're familiar with, angles that go from 0 to 180 degrees. Okay? In this section, you're going to start to be introduced to angles that have other properties. There might be angles that go in the negative direction. So again, anything in the positive direction is going to be a counterclockwise rotation. Okay? Anything that's done in a negative angle is going to be in a clockwise rotation. Okay, so no matter what, your initial side will stay the same. It's still this positive x-axis. And so here, if we're rotating negative 45 degrees, we rotate in this clockwise direction. It's halfway between these two, 45 degrees. But again, in that clockwise direction represents the negative degree. Okay. Now, in addition to this, you may extend even beyond a full rotation of an angle. Okay, so you might be asked to plot or graph an angle that rotates 400 degrees. If that's the case, you still begin with the same initial side, but now as you rotate through, since it's positive, we're going counterclockwise, so it rotates 90, 180, past 270, all the way past 360, and it continues to go, and it goes an additional how many degrees? So this angle represents 400 degrees. It goes all the way around 360 plus an additional 40 degrees. Okay? So you have to be able to represent angles that extend even beyond 360. And you'll just use a spiral to show how many times it does the full rotation. And so if you have something that rotates 3 or 4 times, you'll have 3 or 4 spirals to indicate that.